I'm Larry Melton, my brother John. Our sisters are also in attendance. David is our younger brother. I know if David was here with us today, other than in spirit, he would look around at everybody who's gathered here, and he would turn to Johnny and I, and he'd say, "I'm not buying the first round." That was his sense of humor. I'd like to borrow a couple of stanzas from a eulogy that another older brother had to give to his younger brother. And then I'll explain the origin for those who don't remember it. Like it or not, we live in times of danger and uncertainty. That is the way he lived. That is what he leaves us. My brother need not be idolized or enlarged in death beyond what he was in life. Be he remembered simply as a good and decent man who saw wrong and tried to right it, who saw suffering and tried to heal it, who saw war and tried to stop it. Approximately 50 years ago, those words were spoken by Senator Ted Kennedy at his brother Bobby's funeral. Bobby Kennedy was the Attorney General of the United States, the top police officer in our country. Sadly, those words that were spoken almost 50 years ago are even more true today. Several people have asked my brother and I, why was David out there? David was a member of the command staff. He didn't have to be out there. Wednesday morning, Chief Ziegler explained that better than I ever can when he said, David believed in leading from the front. Chief, I can't think of a greater epithet. Thank you. Please pray for David. Please be assured that we will be praying for each and every one of you. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Good morning. I get to actually read a couple of the memories that were set in at the police station, and I'm only going to read a couple of them because there were hundreds, but a couple of them caught my eye that really sounded like David. So I'm going to read it right from there. It says, reminiscing on what a great man Captain David Melton was, I remember 2 years ago on East Days, Sergeant Melton at that time went by one of our local spots where the homeless come together and stay. Almost every Sunday, the sisters from a nearby church would come and bring them food. One Sunday morning, the sisters didn't show. And as David had seen the large group of people gathering, he knew that they were all hungry and took action. He went to McDonald's and brought bags of food and drinks and brought them back to feed all the homeless that was there. The man had a heart of gold, and the majority of this community and world will truly never know the kind of man it lost. One that also sounds like David. While in roll call, Captain Melton, at the time he was sergeant, he was asked what he was going to bid, the process for the police officers to bid for a job. And he says he pumped his chest out in Melton fashion and stated, what days do the chief have off? Those are the memories, those are David. The other one I'd like to run through real quick is, it says, I still can't read the stories and believe you are gone, Dave Melton. I will truly miss your morning breakfast menus and telling everyone to get your asses out of bed. I'll miss your joking about me being a hose dragger and only working 3 days a month. And I'll always remember the day you yelled at me for walking on your grass in Salina and you telling me that grass was for mowing and smoking and I didn't have a mower. You are truly a true American hero who served his country and community with pride and honor. Godspeed, good friend. Your mission is complete, sir, and and we will take it from here. Today, if you came here to see grown women and grown men cry, you've come to the right spot. Today, if you've come here to pay tribute to a hero, you have come to the right spot. Last Wednesday morning, me and Linda went outside around 7:30 to raise the American flag to the position and then lower the flags to half-mast. The light that illuminates the flag in our yard is affixed to the pole using radiator hose clamps. I tell you that because David told me one day that he could fix anything with duct tape and radiator hose clamps. He'd come over to our house many a times to fix things that was broke. When he came in, he had his tools, and in that tools was plenty of duct tape and radiator hose clamp. I remember one day me and little David had to go down to the toolbox, and while we're looking in my toolbox, we found a radiator hose clamp and took it up and gave it to David so he'd have an extra radiator hose clamp. Today, I wish I could find the duct tape and the radiator hose clamp to fix this tragedy. Thanks for putting up with me tonight. And please, tonight when you get home, go on your knees and pray for every law enforcement and military personnel, and know that David is now one of those angels among us. Rest in peace, Captain, father, brother, uncle, companion, friend, Robert David Melton.